everyone. Whoop.
It's already begun.
It's been 3 microseconds.
20 seconds in, and he's already f***ed his intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Jumpers. Turner, you could tell, is f***ed up.
I'm not f***ed up. I'm tipsy.
Is there a difference?
Yes, you've seen when I was effed up.
You know what? That is absolutely fair.
What? Oh my god.
Anyway, welcome, troopers, to episode 23 of Real Jumpers, your favorite comedic sci-fi podcast. I am your commanding officer, Turner Thompson, and joining me today are my elite squad mates. Jumpers, please introduce yourselves.
What's up?
You are a giggly goddamn.
He is. He very much is a giggly Hi there, my name is Dennis. I am your resident Gundam expert, going on, and not just Gundam, mech, anything mecha from Battletech, Gundam, and Armored Core. I am your guy when it comes to that. Dom, go.
Hang on 1 second, let me get this.
Ooh, that crisp.
Oh, that was a solid one. Like,
Let me hear it again.
I don't think the viewers want to hear my my ASMR journey. Anyways, what's up? I'm Dom. I'm an accomplished AI artist. I have 500 subscribers to my Patreon page.
shut up.
Speaking of Patreon,
Wait, Dom, we need to know, did you use AI to make the logo?
I've been found out.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I'm not quite there yet. I'll probably get there throughout the episode. But I drank Smirnoff, I smashed blue raspberry lemonade, and I'm working on peach soju and Yakult. Drink responsibly. Hydrate. Spay and neuter your pets.
What are you, Bob Barker?
That was the reference.
also, what is Yakult?
It's a like yogurt probiotic drink, kind of.
It sounds like a drug. Remember to take your Yakult. I don't like to take it. It makes the voices come back. You know, that's not how the medicine works.
You can't say that while I'm taking a bite of food, you did that kill me? you bold
All right, I think that's everyone. My name is Turner Thompson, and I am a visual effects artist. And if anyone hasn't figured it out yet, the gimmick of this episode is we're reviewing Predator Badlands, a movie that just came out almost about a month ago.
2 weeks ago?
I don't know. It's good. It was a good movie, and we're reviewing it drunk.
How long has it been since we saw it? Was it brand new at the time?
It was pretty brand new. Within a week, we saw it.
Yeah, so maybe 3 weeks by now.
Yeah.
We saw it about 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
No, I know, but if we saw it 2 weeks ago and it was relatively new at the whatever, math. Should we have it? Just go.
Yeah. So today we're reviewing the movie Drunk. This is admittedly a bit of a format experiment. So if you guys enjoy it, please let us know. First of all, I'm a huge fan of this movie. I think it might be the best film I've seen all year.
It was very good. I enjoyed my time thoroughly with it.
Yeah.
I have yet to see it. Let me put it plainly. When it comes between the alien and the predator and things like that, I wholeheartedly prefer a predator versus alien. It's not even a joke of how much I prefer one over the other.
And that's fair. I mean, they're very different. One is pure terror, or it's supposed to be, and the other one is kind of thriller, action, and horror. It's a very different flavor. Very different. It appeals to different people.
Alien was horror until Aliens 3.
Maybe the one after. I asked Turner, we saw it in the theater because Turner was visiting, and I asked him, hey, do you think this is actually going to be tied to the alien xenomorph movies and shit? He's it depends on the continuity. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And then maybe half an hour, 45 minutes into the movie, they make a direct reference that connects it to the alien universe. It's yeah, Wayland Yutani. Yeah, literally, in the seat in the theater, I'm oh, there it is. Oh, he said it.
Hell, even in the trailers, I remember seeing the trailers for it. You just see a Wayland Yutani android being put back together. I'm like, what the
I was just going to
Okay.
correct Dom. I was like, I kind of knew ahead of time. I was explaining how most Predator movies are kind of a crapshoot if they're connected or not. This one specifically, yes, is connected.
I hadn't seen the trailers before. Honestly, Turner was just like in town. Steve and I went to go see him, and just our plans that night ended up being seeing a movie, and it was Predator. So
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. I really enjoyed the movie. I'm so glad we went to go. Like, this is, audience, just so you know, this is how much I enjoyed the movie. I had to go to the bathroom for like half the movie, and I was determined not to miss a thing.
keep it together. He's like Sigma. Keep it together.
no matter what comes, you will hold this gate.
Dude, I was engrossed, dude. I wanted to see what happened next.
No, that reminds me of a funny story. One of our friends, I went to see Dune 2 with him when it came out, and I had to piss really bad. And it's like a 3-hour movie, you know? So finally, I couldn't hold it anymore. And apparently I got up like during like, you know, the climax, like right before like the final like big
Oh,
scene.
no.
And I'm like in the bathroom pissing, and I get a text from him like, "Get the back here! You left at the single worst."
You love those texts of the get the back here. You're missing this crucial bit.
He like explained it to me after, like, yeah, it was like the pivotal like final like scene. I was like, God damn it, I was gonna piss myself.
I had a whole ass large Coke when we were watching like a long time ago, I think like middle school. My dad took me to see a movie and got me a cherry Coke and a popcorn, and then every movie he would get me a cherry Coke and a popcorn. And from this point forward, I always, when I go see a movie, I get myself a cherry Coke and a popcorn because of my dad. It's like a tradition, and it just gets me in the mood to watch a movie.
Are you going to get your kids a cherry Coke and a popcorn?
Damn right. Or whatever. I don't know. Coke. Do you think Coke is going to be around? Yeah, it probably will.
Yeah.
Coke is never going away. It's one of those staples that has effectively stayed for time millennia.
Good. Then I'll get my kids a cherry Coke and a popcorn. Unless they don't like it, then I'll get them something else.
No, you're going to force them to like it.
No. I am not a dad. I may be drunk, but I'm not a dad.
You're not even a dad yet.
No, I'm not a dad yet, and I don't see that happening anytime soon.
He is a dad. His kids are us. We're his children.
You're right. God damn it.
We're going to have to bleep that word because apparently the YouTube algorithm hates that word.
YouTube algorithm hates fun. Speaking of fun, this movie's pretty fun.
By the way, if you happen to enjoy this episode and want to help us, grow, because we are a small show, you can feel free to, join us at our Patreon at patreon.com/RealJumpersPodcast. If you go there, you get early access to our episodes that are going to be uncensored with extra spicy bits that we can't put on YouTube and our other platforms.
Like what Dom just said.
All we need is a small loan of $1 million, all right?
All we need is a small amount of $1 million.
Look, Dom can't start his ASMR career without your credit card information.
It's like those memes of like when Fortnite was at its peak. Ninja needs your help to win his Fortnite match. He needs your mom's credit card. The number's on the back.
That's what I was referencing, you dumb
Now, listeners, if you give us your credit card information, you can get access to also our movie night highlight reels. We have one out right now on our Patreon of us watching Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster for the first time. It's funny. I highly recommend you watch it. Very shortly, we're going to have a YouTube-friendly version of it, but it's going to be very different. So if you want to see the way it was intended, go to patreon.com/realjumpers.
The way it was intended as God ordained.
The way it was intended on the big screen.
Another victory for the right side of history.
But if you can't spend any money, we understand. If you want to help us grow, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, maybe do that stupid new feature where you could quote-unquote hype our video. If you can't join the Patreon, we understand. But if you still want to help us conquer the airwaves, then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon, or maybe even use that new hype feature on YouTube. That'd be awesome. I don't know how it works, but apparently it hypes up a video. So feel free to do that. We'd really appreciate it. Or just share it with a friend who likes sci-fi and movies and stuff. Like, we're all about that, man. look forward. We got an animation on the horizon. We got the YouTube friendly version of our watch along. We got an episode, Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, aka also known as Invasion of the Astro Monster. That's going to be sometime in the new year. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do a watch along for that one too. It's going to be
Nice.
It's going to be lit.
It's gonna be
No, it's okay, Turtle, because you didn't say it.
I said it. Your mom can be mad at me for all I care. I am a man who has no shame. Speaking of that, it's time to drop.
Well, we're almost there. Just last thing, anything we say on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Anything we get wrong, just correct us in the comments below. We really appreciate it. You can also find us on pretty much every podcast platform out there, so feel free to follow us wherever it's convenient to you. Is there anything you guys want to say before we just kind of drop into it?
Does anyone else hear Turner disassociating from reality with each passing second?
See, I hear I hear Pirates of the Caribbean slowly come up as I drink, but not the main theme. You know, when they're in the town, or where you see Jack Sparrow just like dun 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 dun. That's how I know I'm far gone.
The drunk theme?
Yes, exactly. That's literally my theme.
Let it be known that 2 of our members are disassociating and need serious medical attention throughout this entire episode.
Do not call 911. They have it handled.
We're good. We're okay. This is nowhere near as bad as when we did that drinking, the meme drinking challenge of episode 3 of Star Wars.
Oh, we should do something like that for the podcast.
We did promise that we might do something like that. I think in like one of our episodes. God, I don't remember.
Oh, we should do it with Harry Potter. And just be fucked up by half an hour in.
No, I found a Reddit thread of some dude who made a tailored challenge to every specific Harry Potter movie, and most of them were just like whenever someone is a dick to Harry or whenever he's being a moody teenager.
Oh my god. Audience, if you haven't figured it out yet, I am a giggly drunk. Anything else, or are we good to go?
I gotta get up early tomorrow. I'm screwed.
Oh god, same. I work tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, gear up. We're jumping feet first into the world of Genna. This is Real Jumpers. Now let's drop. Overall, I want to say this movie was a blast. I really enjoyed it. The movie literally starts on Yautja Prime, which for those who don't know, predators, they're like species name. More like how they refer to themselves. They call themselves Yautja. So that's pretty cool. Like it's like how the elites call themselves Sangheili, if anyone, plays
they're
Halo.
literally called Sangheili.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, we call them elites and humans call Yautja predators.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, well, whatever.
It's a language thing.
Yeah, it's a language thing. This is interesting because this is actually like the second time we've ever seen the Predator homeworld in like a movie or any form of media. Excuse me, maybe not any form of media. There's a ton of comics out there, mostly by like Dark Horse. So it's possible that the Predator homeworld was shown there too. I think I vaguely remember that initial concepts of Yautja Prime was that it was mostly a jungle planet, but like lately they've kind of shown it as more of a desert place, wasteland. It's possible it has multiple biomes. I don't know. Maybe it's not Star Wars.
Star Wars is the one that only has one biome per planet.
You're right. So wait, I was about to say, is the Yautja homeworld just Tuchanka from Mass Effect, where it's just an irradiated hellhole?
No, it's like desert.
Desert, lots of sharp rocks.
Yeah, we only see like 3 biomes because, like, so spoiler, but most of the movie takes place on Genna, a death world, for reasons we'll get into in a minute. We spend like 15 minutes on Yautja Prime at the start just for the setup, and then another like 5 at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we only see like a desert, a beach, and a cave on Yautja Prime. That's like it.
Yeah. The main character of the movie, we kind of see it's almost like an opening, like reminiscent of Dune. Honestly, it like we were like in a cave and we like look out into the horizon and we see this lone craft just kind of like making its way downtown, walking fast as. I have such a problem. I can't say making its way without bleeding into that song.
Yes, you can.
I will try. I'll try my best. Anyway, so we see like a ship coming out of nowhere, and it's like making its way to a cave. The name hasn't been revealed yet, but we learned that like the main character of the movie is a Yautja or Predator. His name is Dek. He's definitely a runt of the litter. He's a small guy.
Your move. He's a deck, so he must play Yu-Gi-Oh.
I love the disconnect in like sci-fi like this, where like he's the runt of the litter, unfit to fight. Mother is a 6'7" demon who can rip my arms off without even trying.
That's just like gorillas. The 100-man versus gorilla thing. We have those on our planet.
I know, but it's just so funny in sci-fi all the time, where like whenever they have this runt of the litter having to prove himself story, it's just like, God, I know it's a matter of perspective, but how the hell are you considered a runt? You can break boulders with your bare hands. You can throw hands with like pre-Dragon Ball Z Goku.
You want to know the irony? I think Dek is like visually on screen about the same height as the Predator from the first movie.
Yeah.
The weakest elite can still take out an entire platoon of U.S. Marines. It doesn't matter.
One Tenno is worth 10,000 Grineer.
God damn it.
Yeah, honestly.
Now I want to play Warframe. Thanks, Steve.
The whole setup for this starting scene is that Dek is like doing some kind of like training with his brother. I forgot what his brother's name is.
His name is
Qual?
no, it's like Kai or
no,
or
it's
K.
it's Quay. It's Quay.
Yeah,
Quay.
it's Quay. Yeah,
Quay. It's Quay.
Quay. He's doing training with Quay, and they're like fighting amongst like the rocky crags and stalactites of this like cave that like he had to track his brother to. Yeah. And it's like an admittedly really cool fight scene. They're using like their heat swords that are basically lightsabers, honestly.
I have an issue with the sword fight scenes. It's a really small issue. The choreography is great. Everything else is great. But the sword swings are so slow.
They're big burly creatures.
It looks like they're just going in slow motion.
that's totally not what I thought, but it's interesting that you think that way, because I'll next time I get a chance, I'll watch it and see if I see what you're saying, but like I didn't feel like that to me.
All right, I don't know. That's just what I felt like, but
Well, I mean, I'm not discounting what you said. I'm just
no, I know.
But like the whole crux of the matter is that like they're doing like some training, and Dek ultimately, after like a fierce fight, loses.
Yeah, he's just a stand a chance. His brother just whooped his ass.
Yeah.
His brother's taunting him the whole time.
Yeah, he put up a decent fight, but like it really hammers home that he's the runt of the litter. Like his brother, I don't think he's set up as like the strongest Yautja there is. It's like their father, but like
Yeah,
his brother's a very capable warrior. A Dek like can't even scratch him. So they have like some brotherly banter. They go back to like I already forgot his name.
Quay or K or
Quay,
something.
there we go.
Quay.
Yeah,
They go back to Quay's ship because it's Dek's turn to like be ready for like Yautja initiation, where he has to choose.
yeah. His first hunt. That's the big thing for him.
He has to choose a prey that he'll bring back to join the clan officially, or not at all. It's like, it's the rite of passage. And he's just like, what was that thing that father couldn't kill? You mean the Kalisk, the literal unkillable beast? Don't do that, you idiot. I'm gonna do it. Nah.
I'm gonna do it. I have to prove to Daddy I'm the best.
So is this their Mass Effect equivalent of a pilgrimage?
Basically, like, it's their right of, like, because remember, predators are like a warrior race where, like,
Yeah,
if you can't hunt, you're not worth a damn. Nothing else matters. You hunt alone, you hunt your prey, or you die trying. And this is like, if you do your first hunt successfully, come back with your prey's head or your trophy, whatever, you are now, a predator.
You are now Yautja.
yeah. He's basically 18 at this point, or the Yautja equivalent of that, and he needs to prove himself because they don't expect Yautja children just to kill, monsters yet. So so he gets a little bit of leeway, but so the interesting thing, first of all, two things, or more like three. When they're in the ship, all the skulls in the of the trophies that Quay has are like references to all sorts of shit. There's like there's a straight up Tyrannosaurus Rex skull. There's a skull
What?
of one of the aliens from Independence Day, people think, or the navigator from The Thing, which is pretty cool. There's human skulls. There's a bunch of references in there. My favorite was the T-Rex one, because I'm like, because that's definitely a curveball. It's like, wait, how long have predators been around? 65 million years? Are you kidding me? Who hunted a T-Rex?
Are you telling me that a Yautja went back in time?
No, I don't think they went back in time. I don't think time travel is possible yet.
Okay, then let's think about it like this. A Yautja went to Earth, went to Jurassic Park, enjoyed the festivities of Jurassic Park, and saw that it broke loose, and was like, yes, now the party's getting started.
If you look really closely, a couple of those velociraptors aren't really velociraptors.
You just see in the corner a cloaked Yautja just stalking a fuck.
If you look real close in the back of Jurassic Park, you can see the outline of a Yautja. But I think it can be explained away in what was the last Predator movie that we watched together?
It was Killer of Killers, and that was awesome.
It kind of, I don't know how canon it is, but it kind of established the lore that like predators, yes, have been around for ever, and sometimes they'll like cryo freeze worthy species to like come and participate in like a hunt or something back on Yautja Prime. So that's probably how he got the dinosaur skull, but it's still just kind of cool that it's there.
Yeah. The second thing I want to bring up was I find it really ballsy, and I think this speaks to Deck's character, is that the first thing he chooses to hunt is the thing that no one else has ever killed ever. What a ballsy move.
The thing that his dad is scared of.
Yeah, it's not even out of like stupidity or like obviously he wants to prove himself, but literally he's like scrolling through all of like the known death creatures or whatever for his first hunt, and he's like, wait, go back and oh my god, his brother, whatever.
Quay or something.
Quay, yeah. Quay is just like, what'd you see? The Kalisk? Dude, even father couldn't kill that thing. I will hunt it.
What?
No, he's like, no, you're hunting something else. And then Deck like grabs his arm and he's like, I declare this my hunt. It's like, you idiot.
You dumbass.
Oh.
But then, unfortunately, after he chooses his hunt, another like land speeder bike, whatever, is approaching. So Deck and his brother go outside to like greet it. And it's their father, and Deck is like real big on the ceremony, like cutting his palm ritually to like welcome his father with honor.
Oh, yeah, he's trying so hard to impress his dad.
So hard.
Oh, we forgot to mention something. They were actually fighting before because Quay was assigned to kill Deck.
Yes.
Well, that's getting revealed right now. Yeah. So like when his father shows up, he like looks past Deck at Quay, and he's just like, "Why is he still alive? I told you to kill him."
That's so.
What?
And Deck is like, wait, what?
Previously, Quay was talking to Deck and how like they were reminiscing about being kids and how Deck actually looked out for Quay once in a while and like saved him from something.
Quay looked out for Deck.
And then like, well, that's context.
No. Deck looked after Quay because remember he was like, I lost a tooth protecting you or whatever like that. Like Deck actually did like save Quay at one point and he was like grateful to him.
Yeah, so this for context for what happens next. So like their dad is like, kill him right now, and he like throws down some pyramid of doom with red lasers that just immobilizes Deck, and he just tells his son, "Do me a favor and kill your brother for me."
We don't accept weakness. And then he looks to his dad. He looks to Deck, who's like not begging, but he's just like, "Don't do it, dude."
He's struggling.
He's struggling, and then he looks to Deck, he looks to his dad, and he's like, well, I am in a movie. And so he attacks his dad.
No, he destroys the bindings.
Yeah, he destroys the bindings that gets, Deck out. And then there's this really sad scene where, like, Deck is, like, pulled back into Quay's ship, and the door closes, and Quay has to watch as their father just murders Quay, and it's a good scene. I really liked it. It was definitely very powerful and emotional. And then the ship off towards Genna, and like the entire time, poor Deck is just like, no!
Yeah.
His dad cuts off Quay's arm, and Deck is just stuck inside of the ship, banging against the door. He freaking breaks his Predator blade in the door. And as, like, right before their dad cuts Quay's freaking head off, Quay hits a few buttons on his pad and shoots the ship off towards Deck's prey.
Genna.
Yeah, it's
Because
like,
it was like pre-programmed because Deck had chosen it as his hunt, so he did it to save him.
already, I love the setup of this movie. Like, I'm already, like, they didn't need to spend, like, forever to set up Deck as a character. I'm already, like, rooting for him. Dude, like, the guy is trying so hard to impress people that everyone hates him or at least looks down on him. So, like, I'm already on his side, dude. I really like, good setup.
Everyone likes an underdog.
Yeah, I love underdog stories. That's why I like Rocky and other boxing films.
Actually, Dennis, I think you'd like the next scene a lot, because remember at the start of Mass Effect 2 when the Normandy gets and Shepard just absolutely dies? That's basically what happens to Deck. The ship like starts disintegrating upon like entry. He has to like launch the escape pod that's like some kind of translucent bubble that like envelops like part of the cockpit or some
It's like that cycle thing that Grievous drove.
Is it literally like the beginning of Mass Effect 2, like what you were saying? Or where you just see Shepard die?
kind of like the thing that Deck launches into is like what Turner was saying. It's like General Grievous's cycle thing.
It's time to make my exit.
He like it plummets from orbit to the planet. He gets off.
Dude, he gets whiplashed by trees that he runs into. Like, damn.
Or he gets attacked midair by a freaking pterodactyl or
I
something.
forgot about that.
Oh yeah, like a super pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he's been on this planet for 13 seconds. He's already he somehow like survives the crash, but he's like kind of injured. Like I think it was his arm or something.
Yeah.
And he like gets out of his ship. He like starts kind of tending to himself, taking stock of his inventory.
Well, before he gets to that point, I really like the whole scene of him taking stock of his inventory because, like, it's all about, like, this guy is the most determined motherfucker I've ever seen in a movie in a long time, dude. Like,
Right?
he is, like, he's on it. And, like, one thing I will point out before we go any further, for those who are excited to see maybe, like, a horror movie, this movie is not horrifying at all.
Oh no.
Nah.
There are some scary things that happen, kind of, but, like,
Nah.
if you were expecting something kind of scary like the first Predator movie, which, again, the first Predator movie is not the scariest thing ever, it's more of a thriller, but it does have horror elements. There's, like, no horror in this movie, so it's a very different vibe.
I would put it kind of like a Marvel movie.
It's like action adventure with like a dash of like, I don't know, thriller or whatever.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out because, like, if you were expecting, like, a same movie as Prey, which the same guy who made Prey and Killer of Killers made this film, it's a different tone. If you want a more classic alien, like, Predator movie, go watch Prey. That's much more in tone with, like, the first Predator movie.
Also a different Prey, but go play Prey. Prey is a
Oh, yeah,
great
Prey's a
game.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Also, I am enjoying the fact that where Predator and the entire Predator franchise has come back into the limelight because you have Prey, who did not so okay.
It did okay. It did pretty good on Hulu.
It did somewhat okay. Most people, I remember you and I, when we watched it, I am about this movie because I'm like, the f you mean this is a Yautja? The f does he have?
Wait, really? I loved Prey. I don't remember this at all.
I remember you and I watched it, and I at the fact where the f is he using? What the f is this ancient tech? What the f you mean he's using ancient tech? The f are you doing?
Wait, is Prey the weaponized autism one?
No, that's the Predator.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
that was Prometheus.
Dennis, I don't think you've seen Prey. Prey's the one that takes place
Prey's the one-
during
Yeah, in
the Native Americans.
Yeah, we watched it together. I remember I about the fact of why is this Yautja using what looks like ancient tech when at the time he shouldn't be using ancient tech.
Well,
See, Turner is disassociating from reality.
all right. My long story short, before we get any further on this tangent, Predators tend to just use whatever they feel like. Remember Beefacles from Killer of Killers? All he had was one helmet and a shockwave fist thing that Steve described as like the rock'em sock'em, like, what was it?
I did watch Killer of Killers like through like TikTok.
Osmosis, nerd osmosis.
No. Through TikTok clips. And I have to say, one, a fantastic anthology.
Yeah.
Two, no, Steve, the motherfucker was a rock'em sock'em robot.
But I mean, especially considering what Deck does later, Predators are very resourceful because Genna is like, think of like the jungles of Catachan in 40K.
Yes!
Genna is like almost worse.
Why do you... Okay, viewers, there have been plenty of times where Dom and I swear to God, Dom and I are either the same being or have shared the same brain. Because there have been plenty of times where I think about saying something, he says the literal exact same goddamn thing. Like right there, comparing this, what you guys have described, Jeddah, I'm thinking, okay, my equivalent to this of a forest planet that's just teeming with death, okay, Catachan. He says Catachan, I'm like, you are a clone of me, you motherfucker.
I was thinking the same thing the whole movie. I was like, this reminds me of Catachan.
Let me set the scene for you really quick, Dennis. I just want you to I want you to guess what happens after I set this. So
Okay.
He's just crash landed on Genna. He knows that the Kalisk is here, but he's got to go find it. He's got to take stock of his inventory. He allows himself like 10 seconds to cry for his brother, but that's it.
Hang on. Before we continue, he takes stock of his inventory by pulling out a trench coat, opening it up, and saying, "We've got bombs, we've got laser arrows, we've got a spinny doodad that comes out of my wrist. We got laser swords. What do you want?"
Basically, somehow that all fit like in the bubble with him. I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
like the little bubble thing. Yeah.
Somehow it fit in there with him because whatever. But so he's taken stock of his inventory. He's in like a lush green jungle. Nothing seems pretty out of place. I just want you to guess what happens to him within like 2 minutes of landing.
The vines start to take him by the feet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, you're right.
God damn it!
There's like a like Leshen monster or some shit with like a billion vine traps or whatever that like comes after him, and he just kind of can't really kill them all. There's like a shit ton of them, and like he destroys like a good chunk of them, and he's like maneuvering, but he's like, I can't kill all of these. So he finds like a rocky outcropping that's like on the edge of the forest biome, and he like tricks it into like making a small bridge for him so that he can like get across and it can't reach him. Because, that part of the map hasn't loaded yet, so it can't pass that boundary.
Yeah, I felt that was particularly arbitrary, that none of the vines could get him.
Yeah, like suddenly he just like was the perfect distance that the vines like couldn't get to him anymore for some reason, but whatever.
And he's screaming in their face.
Dude, he lost half of his gear because of that.
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me he did the equivalent of the Hangover? Okay, we have 12 beers, the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where they take stock of the one Milky Way. He did that, and he proceeded to lose everything except the one Milky Way.
Most of it. Like,
God
what does he
damn
have
it.
by now? His like Predator shoulder-mounted laser thing got like destroyed, I think, before
Yeah,
he
it got
like...
destroyed by a vine that like ate it.
Oh yeah, that. He lost his...
This is Catachan. The f*** you mean this is Jeddah?
Yeah.
He lost everything except the wrist spinny do and his plasma sword.
I think he might have the arrow left, or did he use that and then he lost it, I think.
He used it and lost it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, he has the spear. Because I think he loses the spear, like, in the very next area.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got, like, the spear, the sword, and, like, the wrist-mounted thing. That's, like, it.
The Darth Maul spear.
The Darth Maul spear. Poor Deck is still, like, disoriented, probably concussed, honestly, at this point. He walks for, like, a mile in this direction. No clue where he's going. And he winds up in a field, like...
Oh, the landmine plants.
No. First he tends to his wound by a river and grinds some herbs in a poultice and treats his wounds. And then he finds this little grub thing and he picks it up and it starts expanding and he realizes something's wrong and he chucks it over the river and it explodes.
It's like a full-blown hand grenade, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's an intense explosion.
It's like a tiny bug, like not even the size of like a leech. And you know what he does when he throws it and it like explodes 30 feet in the distance? He looks at it and he just goes like, useful.
I love that whole... Okay, really quick, I want to explain something. I don't know for a fact, but as a visual effects artist, I think what Deck is like 90% a costume, and then his face is CG. Because there's a lot of stuff that the face does that's just like, I don't think animatronics are at that point.
Yeah.
So I like one of the things that really got me, like from a visual effects standpoint, was when I saw his lips, the lips between, like the membrane between like the two mandibles on one of his faces was like fluttering and flickering because he was breathing. And I was like, dude, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? There's a slight not payoff. There's like a kind of a joke that's not really spoken about that later. We'll explain it when we get to it, about like his mandibles and like his two mouths. Yeah, it's funny. But so bro, clearly concussed, wanders into like a field. It kind of just looks like a wheat field, honestly. But there's these weird like pine cone looking plants like growing that like kind of inflate.
Oh, those things suck.
Yeah, they like inflate like pufferfish if you get too close. But Deck like kind of backs off from them and they like go back to normal. So he's like, all right, I'll just be a little careful. And then there's a super pterodactyl off in the distance, like flying towards him. And he's just like,
Giga pterodactyl.
on it. No, seriously, it's like a like 30-foot pterodactyl or some
What the?
I was about to say, my favorite thing is that whoever came up with the world of Genna, or at least like the world building team, did a good job of explaining rather unique. Again, this planet is like over the top and likely in real alien biology, which is, you know, an oxymoron in itself. But like most people theorize that alien planets would have animals similar to us in terms of like scale and like how crazy it can get. Most planets would not have these humongous, over-the-top, like, insane biology that's, like, crazy. It'd be mostly, like, kind of like what's on Earth now. So this planet is a bit of, like, a stretch, but, like, I love how they put thought into the ecosystem because we learn quickly that this giant pterodactyl motherfucker just waits for people to walk through this minefield, and it drops rocks specifically to trigger these plants that shoot, like, neurotoxins or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Paralyzing something.
Like, dude, they put a lot of thought into this, and this is where they reveal, like, the co-lead of the movie. Her name is, hold on, there's two of them, and I forgot. Her, it's Thea. Thea is the good one.
Oh, yeah, Tressa's the other one. Right?
Yeah, Tessa's the other one. And they meet Thea, and she's, like, inside of, like, this wooden nest kind of thing. Maybe it's the nest of the super pterodactyl. They never really clarify.
It was like a nest or something.
I think it's implied that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, because she explains later on when spoiler, they travel together. But she explains that like she had gotten attacked by the Kalisk, and then she spent a while like in a nest somewhere, and then she got like picked up by like super pterodactyl or something. So basically she's like incapacitated like in this nest, and she's like, Yacha, yo, dude, hang on, wait, let me switch my language module. Wait, you can understand me? I have a universal translator. I'm an android. You probably shouldn't stand there. The thing's gonna poison you. It poisoned you.
Basically what happens is that, like, the Predator is like, I don't need your help. Oh, yeah? Well, you're gonna die if you don't. All right, fine. So he gives her, like, he throws her a knife right before he passes out because the super pterodactyl totally f***ed him over. And then out of nowhere, Thea does, like, stabs the shit out of the super pterodactyl right before it kills Deck.
Oh,
And they do a great job of this reveal because the way they frame her, it looks like she's just a person and stabbing it. And then they reveal she's half a person. And then Deck picks her up. And I love the way he looks at her. It's like, what the happened to you? And then just drops her.
She comes out of nowhere, like, shoulder checks this thing off of him. And all you see is just blood in the camera, just splurting while she stabs it. And then her face just pops up over him. How she convinces him to take her along with him is she convinces him that, oh no, you're just using me as a tool. Yautja do hunt alone, but I'm not a person. I'm just a tool.
Yeah, because he was really butthurt about the idea of not accepting help. It's like, I'm not help, I'm a tool.
Yautja hunt alone.
And for the rest of the movie too, like he like affectionately, non-affectionately just refers to her as tool.
It depends on what mood he's in.
Depends on what mood.
God damn it.
So like Deck goes on a banger for a while with was it Tessa?
Yeah, with Tessa, they meet a lot of crazy creatures. One of the big things is like they like find like a field that's like covered in like this type of grass that like grows crystal blades. There's a certain like buffalo-like creature that's like, it's got like a clam for a face, and Deck is like determined to kill it because he wants to eat it. And then they meet like a weird monkey creature that's surprisingly durable out of nowhere.
It can like harden itself. Also, you forgot, they're like traveling through a river, and like there's these leeches.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, those things.
Yeah, there's these leeches that come out of the wall or whatever that spit like super hydrofluoric acid.
Yeah, that's insane. It's like alien level acid.
This is the juggles of Kana-chan.
It actually like melts through like solid stone at his feet because he like pisses one off, and he's just like, oh
Thea, like, before we go any further, this is important for later. Thea tells him that all you got to do is give them snails, and they're like way more docile, and so that's important for later.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen clips of the movie, not the entirety of it. So I know these are Wailing Yutani androids. So one, I love them connecting the two franchises together.
Oh yeah,
But two, I love the fact of where the way how you guys are describing it, I am just seeing Kana-chan from 40K.
It is Kana-chan,
It's
man.
to the point where if you tell me that Rabute Gilliman, Primarch of the Ultramarines, shows up, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. Here's your short recap of the next few scenes. Deck like finds the razor grass that like you touch that, it cuts you in half, like straight up. And like there's this like Turner said, there's like this buffalo mammoth hybrid thing that's like immune to it, and this little monkey that can harden itself to like roll through it. And Deck is getting pretty hungry, so he's like, I'm gonna eat it. So he goes on like a wild chase, chasing along like the razor grass to chase this like buffalo thing. And he chops down a tree and rides it like a surfboard into the razor grass to like jump onto the buffalo, steer it like out of the grass, and like gets into a confrontation with it where he throws his heat sword at it.
this is bull. Can I explain why this is bullshit?
Yeah, go.
Dude, this is such bullshit. Earlier, he was using the laser sword to slow his descent down a tree because for some reason, and then literally the laser sword, while it's just in the air, spinning, can just casually slice its way through a creature like it's a lightsaber. I'm sorry. I like this movie, and this scene is cool, but it's bullshit. I'm sorry. If anyone sees this more,
He threw the sword. He threw it. It had momentum behind it, so it cut better.
I remember walking out of the theater, and this was Turner's biggest gripe with it. And Dom was arguing maybe he changed the intensity setting on it or something before he threw it, or toned it down when he was trying to slow himself down on the tree. I get where Turner's coming from. This was kind of bullshit.
No, I know. I'm just poking fun at it. It doesn't make sense to me either, but it's whatever.
I mean, I have a casual understanding of physics. Like, I'm not a physicist, but like something about that just doesn't spell right. Essentially, he's like, yeah, I cut that thing in half. And then he gets attacked by a tentacle monster in the tree. And it turns out that stupid monkey that was annoying him earlier saved him because he could do the super hardened thing and broke one of the thing's teeth. And then Deck, like, maybe he was here when he chopped down the tree to kill it. Essentially, he was able to kill the weird tentacle monster in the trees using a falling tree or something.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily remember. It's been a while, but like,
No, that's where the payoff to the joke comes. When he's traveling with Tessa earlier, she's asking him a bunch of questions, annoying him. And she's like, do you eat with your inner teeth or your outer teeth? And he doesn't answer her.
I love that question so much as a fan. I'm going to be honest, dude, because so many people have been wondering, is that the truth?
But Dennis, we don't get a answer because you know what happens? So he takes the buffalo, he's eating it. They're like around a campfire. And, like, they're having banter. Deck, like, doesn't want to share some food with the little monkey, but Tessa, like, convinces him to. And anytime he, like, lifts up the meat to take a bite of it, the camera either pans away from him or cuts to somebody else talking or something else.
Dude, I love it so much. It's such good meta humor, dude. I love it.
Also, this scene is where we get some character development with Deck, where he starts sharing his most deepest, darkest secrets with Tessa.
Oh, yeah.
He starts sharing about his brother and how Yautja need to show no weakness, and how his sympathy or whatever is weakness. And Tessa's like, nah, I was made with more sympathy, and it made me stronger. And then there's this road bonding moment with the monkey in him, where the monkey spits on him, and he's like, "What the dude?" And Tessa's like, "No. She's just marking you as part of her family or some."
Thea also says stuff about how Tessa is her sister and she misses her because there was this whole thing where they were also trying to find the Kalisk. That was another thing she talked about.
They did find it. It killed them all.
Yeah, I think at this point in the story, they show Tessa, which is her sister, being repaired back at the Weyland-Yutani base, and she's given the mission, "We're disappointed in you, get the Kalisk." It's all right, fine, I'll do it.
You will be killed, dismantled, if you do not complete this mission.
So next, this whole time, Tessa has been telling Dek that she can lead him to the Kalisk, where
yeah.
In reality, she's actually just trying to get him to bring her back to the Weyland-Yutani camp where they got attacked so that she can call Tressa.
Well, no, she wants to get her legs back, and she wants to call Tessa. It's not necessarily the Weyland-Yutani camp. It was where Weyland-Yutani attempted to capture the Kalisk and failed horribly.
Because there's a station there where she can get herself repaired, and then when Dek sets her down, she's repairing her legs, and Dek is all right, time to fight the Kalisk, and she secretly plugs herself into the system, and she sends out a signal that she's here, and the Yautja and the Kalisk are probably going to be here. And look, the Kalisk actually does show up, and Dek engages it in Mortal Kombat, and it's got regeneration powers like Cell from Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay. Two things I want to say about that, or more like three. First of all...
Hey, hang on. To be fair, she does warn him that she called her friends.
Yes.
It's not like she did it maliciously.
It was kind of malicious, because she knows that if they show up and he's there, they're going to take him as study material or whatever. So yeah, she does warn him, but also she doesn't really give him a lot of time. She's like, "Dek, I called them. You need to get the fuck out of here." What? "You are a tool. I use you. You do not use me."
Yeah.
And you do not use me.
Dude, he crashes out.
In a vacuum with no context whatsoever, that whole scene sounds really sexist.
Yeah.
Dek has a very valid crash out and walks outside to go fight the Kalisk. And this whole time he's grumbling about stupid tool.
I love how he calls the Kalisk too, because he found a stream of oil and and he lighted it with his laser sword, and it exploded behind him because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah,
Yep.
They literally did slow-mo for it too.
Yep.
Cool guys don't look at explosions, but then at the same time his clothes are burned and it's showing his ass on the other side of the camera.
Oh, and the third thing I wanted to say, I really like the art direction behind the Kalisk's regeneration abilities, because like Dom said, honestly, if it wasn't for the regeneration abilities, Dek did a phenomenal job fighting that thing.
He killed it 3 times. It just has Majin Buu levels of regeneration.
Yeah, when he cuts that thing's head off, my favorite part is how the tendrils started connecting to each other. There's oh god, I wish I knew what it was. There's a type of worm that exists that has this insane proboscis that it can eject out of its mouth, and it's a million different tendrils that go in 1,000 directions. And
isn't that it shooting its stomach out thing? It's a bunch of white tendrils that it shoots out, and it's
you know what I'm talking about. I don't know the exact biology behind it, but I swear I think its regeneration powers were styled after that, because it reminds me a lot of that weird organic look, and I'm that's nice as shit.
Oh, wait. This is my favorite joke in the entire movie. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Tressa is fixing her leg. She's 90% of the way done. She can move around her toes or whatever. And she looks out the window, and Dek is getting thrown around. He flies past the window comically. And she's just well, I can't really help him. So she keeps on fixing herself, and 5 seconds later, Dek gets flung through the window and smashes into the table where she's repairing her leg, and she gets cut in half again. She's really?
I love that so much, dude. She's God damn it.
I was right there, damn it.
If I was a Weyland-Yutani android that close of being fully operational, and then something comes along and resets that progress, nah, at that point, I'd be mad. Be God damn it, do you know how close I was? I gotta do this all over. Do you know how hard it is to program the left side? I'm right-handed.
What's even funnier, Dennis, is like after this happens, she's like lying in a heap on the ground as Deck continues to fight it. And so she takes like a Weyland-Yutani pulse rifle or whatever, and like I think she like slightly saves him from like getting eaten.
Down.
Well, she helps him.
She helps him from like getting eaten when it has him like pinned, so it gets distracted. And like together he like pushes it off or whatever, and it's like stunned for a second. So Deck like runs up to her like he's gonna grab her, and she like extends her hand out, and he's just like, "Save yourself, tool."
Oh yes, I love that.
Just what he's actually doing is he's going for the hydraulic press or whatever that's like behind her, so that he could like decapitate it once and for all. But you know what we should also mention? Tressa, the other android, like found his crash site and found like some of his cryo grenades.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's important for now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, question. You guys have been saying Tressa.
Tessa, it's Tessa.
I keep mixing it up. I'm sorry.
Okay, because I'm reading the site script we have, and I see Tessa and Thea.
Thea is the one that's good. Tessa's the bad one.
Yeah, Thea. Sorry. Yeah, they both start with T.
They're both the same actress too. Like they're the same person.
Oh, that's right.
So to equate this to Mass Effect, we're effectively, is this like Legion is to No, wait, no, Legion was good. Never mind.
There's not really a good Mass Effect comparison, honestly, but it's like they're twin androids. They're like part of the same series. Like Thea tells Deck at one point that like they were both specifically made to come to Genna, and they were given like emotions and personalities to better like connect with the creatures. And Thea is the smart one. Tessa is the combat one. So like at this point, Tessa shows up with like some of his cryo grenades that she found from his launch site, and like as he's about to like decapitate it again, she freezes the both of them.
Oh no, you missed a part. There's a really great reveal that like I was like, son of a. I didn't realize it because so Deck decapitated the Callus and then failed because the Callus just put its head back together and was so Deck kept fighting it, failed, that the Callus was about to kill him by eating him, and then it stopped and started sniffing him, and that was the moment where you get a real good look at its face, and it's kind of revealed at this point that, oh, that's a grown-up version of the monkey he encountered earlier.
Yep.
The monkey spitting on him marked him as her family, so it doesn't
Yes!
eat him. I forgot about that.
This is one of the best reveals I've seen in a long time in movies. I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't see it coming.
It was good.
What?
Yeah.
Because it's Chekhov's gun. I was talking to Steve and Turner about it after the movie. It's like, I know film theory. I knew that the spit was going to have to come into play later, but I just didn't connect the dots until it was revealed. Damn it! I'm smarter than this.
That's a really good show of movie making because I'm a little pessimistic when it comes to some of these movies where it's all about a reveal. It's like, if it's a murder mystery, 9 times out of 10, it's always, all right, who is the most shocking reveal? It's going to be them. Oh, look at that. The most shocking person to have done it was them. Got it. Okay, cool. I figured it out. So I usually can smell this from a mile away. The fact that I didn't made me happy as hell. I was like, oh, I didn't see it coming. I'm so glad.
Oh, also, Turner, it's called a ribbon worm.
Oh, God, those things are disgusting.
You were just singing their praises 10 minutes ago.
No. I didn't say. I was thinking the praises as from an artistic design as to how they designed the way the Callus heals itself. They're still disgusting.
All right. Oh, Dennis, I think you'll get a kick out of this next part. It's really funny. So, like,
Oh, yeah.
Deck gets, like, captured because he gets frozen and they capture the Callus. So, you know, like, mission complete for her, at least. So he wakes up, like, tied up to, like, this, you know, experimentation table, bed, whatever, where,
They're like on like a caravan of like trucks or something.
yeah, like, levitational trucks or whatever. And Tessa is just like, you'll make a fine specimen for the company and I'll get, like, a raise or bonus or whatever for bringing back alive Yautja. You're now Weyland-Yutani property.
Yeah.
Wait, you're an android. You get nothing.
No, she doesn't actually say that. She gets to live.
She gets to live. Yeah, that's the bonus.
They'll be slightly more impressed with her.
She's like, it's like Frieza from the abridged series. It's like, I don't think my men know what I pay them for. You don't pay us. Allow them to live for.
Yeah, so like Thea and Deck are both like, there's this whole scene where Thea and Tia, oh my god, their names are confusing.
Tessa and Thea.
Tessa and Thea, where like Tessa is just like, I am not your sister. We have these emotions so we can do our job for the company. You.
Oh god, it's such a gut-wrenching scene too. Because Thea reminds me a lot of Dory from Finding Nemo. It might even be the same. I need to look into who the actress is. No, it's definitely different.
No, it's been like 20 years, dude. You're reaching. But like the whole, like up until this scene, she's been waxing the whole movie about how like, I want to see my sister again. She's the most important thing to me. Like when they got separated, she wasn't afraid of dying herself. She was afraid that she had died. So like, she really like waxes it up so that when at this point where she's like, we're not sisters, we're androids, she's just like crushed by it. So she decides to help Dek. And because they're both speaking in Yautja, the other android that like she assigns to watch them both can't understand them. So he's just like, what the are you two talking about? And Dek's like, tell him to pick that thing up. Tell him it's a map.
Oh, I love this so much. It's such a good joke.
So he like tells him to look into it. And he's just like, what is it, Dek? It's a children's toy. But tell him it's a map and to look inside of it. And it blows his head off. He looks
I love how we
it.
don't even see how it does it too, because it's behind like glass
oh, yeah,
and
this
stuff.
is behind a door. and Thea's just like, that's a toy for children? Yeah.
Yeah, Yautja children.
Yautja children.
I was for our listeners, this movie has a good amount of comedy in it. Like, this isn't necessarily like, again, it's very unlike original Predator movies where they're trying to be like a horror action thriller. This movie it's kind of like Indiana Jones, honestly. Like, that's the best comparison I can think of. It's like an adventure with comedy sprinkled in there here and there. I love this movie. Like, it's definitely a different tone, but like that shows the flexibility of like the Predator franchise, is that you can tell different types of stories with it. Again, if you're looking for something different, go watch Prey. Prey's a better like classic Predator movie, and this is a very different film.
Yeah, I think Steve said it best earlier. It's kind of like Marvel, where like it's very serious when it needs to be, but it has plenty of time for jokes.
Yes.
So like Dek like breaks free from the table, and he's like, I think he's still mad at Thea, but like he's gonna take her with him. But like they start rushing the car, and Thea like opens up the back of it, and she's like, just go, and he like throws himself out the back and like falls off a cliff. So they're just like,
poor guy.
Yeah. So like Tessa's just like, well, I mean, he's probably dead. Whatever. We have the Kalisk, whatever. But like Dennis always likes to say, no body, no kill.
It's the thing. Whether it be good media or bad media, like Call of Duty, if there's no body, there's no kill.
Yep.
So what happens next is that Dek is having a day, dude, and he, like, I don't know exactly how he does it, probably through his, like, Predator Risk Gauntlet or something, but he eventually finds the crash site of his ship that was Quay's ship, and he, like, goes across it, and he starts having this whole, like, this is, what is this, the second act low point? Is that what that's called? Like, a lot of Marvel films use it, and it's so predictable that people are, like, really upset about it. Like, the second act low point can exist in films, but, like, when it becomes so predictable, it's like, God damn it, this is the second act low point that's mandatory for the film. This film is really good at organically telling its story, so I didn't really, immediately catch on that this is the second act low point. He's going through the ship, and he's like, one of the things he finds is, like, buried in, like, this central, like, altar console thing was Quay's mask, and he, like, looks at it, and he, like, there's a part of him that's thinking to himself that's like, how do I repay someone who saved my life or like gave me the chance to live when by all like metrics of his culture, Quay was the better Predator than he was. So like you can see that he's really upset about it. He's torn. He starts thinking about like earlier in the movie, Thea had a conversation with him where she was talking about how wolves have an alpha. By the way, this is outdated research. Don't listen to that. That's not true. Wolves do not have alphas. But she was talking about how the alpha of the pack is not the one who kills the most, as Dek thought. The alpha is the one who is the smartest and the one who protects everyone. And sort of the theme of the movie is that Dek is learning that he doesn't need to be all by himself. like he's the runt of the litter. Like he's small compared to most Yautja. So he's quickly discovering that his strength is not necessarily just him alone. It's the ability to work together with other people. And throughout the whole movie, almost every achievement he has, besides like the vines, has been just him working with someone, be it Thea or even the monkey that I think they call Bud. I think Thea called her Bud.
Yeah, because he literally would have died like 20 minutes into the movie if it weren't for Thea.
Yeah, exactly. So he quickly, like, he gathers some stuff from Quay's ship as he kind of has a revelation of what he needs to do. And he then takes everything he's learned. Oh, sorry, Jesus.
Nice.
It's the training montage.
Yeah, training montage and getting ready montage. It's like, have you ever seen the movie Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
There's a scene where it's like the classic gearing up scene from every 80s action flick. It's basically what Deck does. He spends the like, it's implied it might be a couple days because I don't believe he could do this in one day.
It kind of pissed me off though, because they frame it as it's like a day or something, because like because all of the scenes of him gathering all this stuff take place at night, and like when he finds the ship, it's like at night. So the way cinematically it's presented seems like it's one night, because when he's done with like the gear up scene, again, it's still like nighttime when he like does the raid on the facility. So like that's like one of my gripes. It's just like, I get it that maybe it took him like a few days or like the timetable got pushed or whatever, but like just the way it was presented, it didn't feel like, because basically what he does is he retraces all of his steps. He picks up like some of those neurotoxin plants by like putting together some like hand woven like
a basket or something.
Yeah, like a basket around him to like take him for later. He gets a bunch of snails to feed to the leeches, and he tames one to like sit on his shoulder and like spit acid on command.
Oh my god, I love that salamander thing. It's like my favorite character.
Yeah, it's sassy. But then he also like he takes some of the razor grass and fashions it into like a spear. Like he goes
and a
to
whip too. He gets a whip.
Oh yeah, he gets a whip. He goes to every major place that he's been already.
Not the whip.
Not the whip. But the thing is, it took him the whole movie to go through all those places. And then just the way it's presented, it feels like he goes back to them all in like an hour.
And something I really like really side tangent, I love when a movie sets all this stuff up and then, okay, I'm about to compare it to the hero's journey, and maybe it's not an equivalent like example, but like the entire time, I felt so satisfied as a viewer seeing him gather all this stuff together to, make his final assault on the Weyland-Yutani facility. It's, I guess maybe it's similar to Chekhov's gun, maybe not necessarily the same thing, but like...
You're confusing concepts.
Yeah, I think I'm confusing concepts. But like, how about this? As a viewer, from a storytelling standpoint, I really enjoyed how he took everything he learned from this planet to make his final assault. There, that's a better...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is like a name for the trope, but it escapes me.
Yeah.
I didn't have an issue with the timetable, because I get they did it to save time. If they actually showed every single moment of him going and collecting everything, it would have taken forever.
No, I get that.
I'm not mad that they did a montage of it. I'm just mad that the way they frame it makes it seem like he goes like across his whole journey in like an hour, and then is just suddenly ready for his final assault.
Yeah, because I looked into it, like, according to the fan base, they do think it took place over, like, maybe 2 or 3 days. Because, like, that's a lot of stuff he needs to gather and get ready.
And the other thing, too, is that, like, I can understand, too, that, like, in the next scene, they're loading the Kalisk onto the Weyland-Yutani ship, and they're, like, departing soon. I get that it probably took a while to, like, sedate it, secure it, get it into a bigger box or whatever, and then prep everything for launch. So, like, again, I'm just harping on it.
What follows is a really fun, like, montage of, like, the Predator just going absolutely John Wick on. And here's another detail I like in the movie. I like how every single android is the same actor. Like, that's a really fun detail that it's just one same... Because, again, it's a mass-produced model, so it all looks like the same guy. Like, I think that's a really cool detail.
Wait, can I say something?
Go for it.
Something really funny about, like, all of this, like, final assault scene is that Thea, like, kind of wakes up. She's, like, inside of, like, a secure box meant to hold androids, but her legs are still detached from her, but they're still, like, connected or something. So she sends like a signal to her legs to get the over here.
Because when she was fixing herself, she put that orange thing on both her torso and her legs.
Yeah, so it's connected. Tress's legs like haul ass into just whatever.
Or excuse me, it's Thea. Thea is the good one.
The good one.
Now I'm disassociating. The good one. Her legs are now here. They start beating some ass despite not being able to like physically see where they are, but whatever. She's an android. And meanwhile, Deck and his stupid leech buddy that's on his shoulder now are just absolutely tearing it up through the facility.
No, I'm gonna tell you this, Dom. That leech is not stupid. It's an awesome salamander, and I love him. And I'm so sad what happens to it later.
His name is Deck too.
It spits its goo at an android and dissolves a hole straight through its chest.
It's a really fun subversion, or I guess version of the classic Predator shoulder-mounted cannon. It's awesome. I love it.
That's what it's meant to represent. Because like he straight up makes it stay on his shoulder to be like that. But at first he's stealthy, but then he meets up with Thea, and they're just like, we're gonna get the callus back because he's got Bud with him. Oh yeah, Bud's here too. She's fighting with him.
He's following the legs, and every time a bad android dude spots it, he takes them the f*** out.
Yeah.
They're working like in perfect sync, and then like when he finds Thea, like an android like engages him in hand-to-hand combat. And Thea fights one like by herself, and like her legs and her torso are like in perfect sync fighting this dude off. Because like he like pins her torso to the ground and he's about to shoot her, and then the legs come and drop kick him.
That is another minor complaint to have about this movie, is that if Thea is roughly the same strength as all the other androids on this planet, it doesn't make a lot of sense that how she could just easily dispatch them. And I've seen in other forms of like Alien/Predator media that androids are ridiculously strong. In Alien, when the guy who reveals himself to be an android starts attacking Ripley, it took like 3 guys to pry him off of her. So like, I don't know. It just seems inconsistent on how easy it is to kill an android in this movie. But that's a super minor complaint and does not detract from the quality of the film.
Yeah.
It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
Basically what it leads to is that like she's confused why he came back, and he's just like, I've learned to be an alpha or whatever. And so they want to go save the callus because Bud is there too, and she's been fighting with them. She's cool.
Deck realizes that Sigma males are lame as shit. He wants to be an alpha.
No, the path of the Sigma male is not the way. Friendship is the true way to peace.
Yeah, dude, the power of friendship.
Dude.
Oh my god, this movie is Deck learning the power of friendship. Joking.
No, it literally is because of what happens next. The plan is that they split up. Deck sets off the alarm and like does the classic like kneel and meditate like in an open space so they all come to meet, and then he kills them all.
Dude, like 40 or 50 androids show up to like take his ass out. They're all stupid. They should have just shot him where he stood.
But shot him. Because he set up like an array of like traps or something that detonate like from front to back, like when they're all
the exploding
lined up.
caterpillars.
The exploding caterpillars and the exploding plant things.
Yeah.
So like he takes out all, but again, he's like sitting on his knees in the middle of like an open like field, like nothing around him to use for cover, no tricks. Like he just trusts that they just don't immediately shoot him and it works. But by this time, Thea has gone to like the ship, which is like leaving in 20 minutes, and she's like tricked the android there and killed him, and she releases the callus. Meanwhile, Tessa gets into like the big loader from Alien, except like 3 times bigger.
Yeah, it's like the super loader, dude. Comes equipped with a buzzsaw and everything, man. This shit's insane. It's like the Dreadnought version of the power loader from Aliens.
Oh my god, it is a Dreadnought.
Yeah, it's like, instead of like, get away from her, you bitch, it's more of like, I'm gonna crush you.
Come at me, you.
Dude, it's got a built-in saw blade and like a... No, not a flamethrower. It had a gun or something, didn't it?
It had a lot of things. I can't remember everything.
It had it was like a Brutalis Dreadnought, basically.
That thing was huge. like 2 stories tall. Like, this is a big thing.
Jesus.
So Deck is like fighting her, and he's like actually kind of having trouble, like actually, doing any damage to it. But like he gets onto the cockpit and he like stabs her, but she's an android, so she doesn't feel pain.
No, he starts ripping out the back.
Yeah, well, he gets to the back after that.
Well, that happens after the callus. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, whatever.
Well, the Callus is about to show up. Like, he rips off some cables, whatever. He's fighting it. And then the Callus shows up and starts fighting it, but, like, she actually starts whooping its ass with, like, the inbuilt saw blade. She, like, saws a hole through its stomach.
But it doesn't care because of its regeneration.
But remember, Tessa has one of the Yautja's ice grenades. Also, the whole time, Tessa has Deck or possibly Quay's. It's probably Quay's, like, shoulder-mounted cannon on her shoulder, and has constantly been trying to use the classic 3-dot Predator laser thing to kill Deck. And Deck... Oh no! I forgot about the saddest scene in the whole movie! So before the whole fight with the Callus, Deck is like standing in front of Tessa in the giant Uber robot, and she uses the shoulder-mounted cannon that she stole from Quay's ship, and it's about to kill Deck, but then Deck's shoulder-mounted salamander with acid spit sacrifices itself to save Deck, and I was like, no!
Get down, Mr. Dexident!
Dude, he just met that thing and it already died for him. That is dedication right there.
I mean, that's how you and me became friends. You gave me some sandwiches and,
Lured you into my van, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up because I think we totally forgot about the saddest death of the whole movie.
The second saddest death.
Yeah, so what ultimately ends up happening is, Tessa uses the the Callus beats her and eats her, like just her android body, not the loader.
Well, she was about to use the ice grenade to defeat the Callus, but Deck at the last second uses, I think it's either it's his brother's spear or it's a spear made out of the grass that he encountered. I don't know. He uses a spear and stops the grenade because the ice grenade seems to be the only thing that counters the Callus. So he's able to stop that, and that allows the Callus to regenerate and then go absolutely ham on the robot and defeat Tessa, and then straight up eats her.
Yeah, but then she had another grenade like on her belt or
hold
something.
On, we're almost at that point. So there's this whole scene where the Callus eats Tessa, and Bud, the little baby monkey thing, that's the baby Callus, and Deck and Thea are all having like this whole like, we did it. And then the Callus sees her baby and is like, I'm so glad to see you. And because Deck is marked by the Callus baby, him and the Callus do like the warriors bonding thing or maybe not bonding, it's more like the animal. It's like the
animal bonding thing.
I recognize you as family.
They salute each other.
Yeah. Like they like touch foreheads to do like, it's How to Train Your Dragon. That's what I was thinking of. It's like that scene from How to Train Your Dragon. And then, unfortunately, like you said earlier, Dom, Tessa inside the Callus had the ice grenade, and apparently that's how you kill a Callus, is by detonating an ice grenade inside of it, because that's actually how she kills it.
Yep, it's like dead.
Blows it into a million pieces.
And she, like, comes out of it, like, partially dissolved by stomach acid, like, part of her frame is, like, melting.
Oh, she's so effed up after that.
Yeah, and she, like, walks up to Thea, and she's just like, we can still fix this. We can still be useful to the company. We could be sisters. You're not my sister. Kills it.
Tessa tries to kill Thea with the shoulder-mounted tri-laser thing, and then Deck comes up behind Tessa and stabs her in the chest.
Yeah.
I forgot that part.
And doesn't he, like, rip the shoulder-mounted cannon off of Tessa's back or shoulder and be like, this is mine or something, or it's not yours?
He takes it back, and then afterwards, Bud rips Tessa's head off her body and raises it up like a trophy.
Oh, yeah, because when Deck killed the buffalo thing earlier, he, like, stood on top of it and, like, roared, so Bud, like, learned that behavior from it.
Oh, I forgot. Bud is actually a she, because earlier Thea, like, talks about how it's a she.
So it's, like, super cute. It's just like, oh, look at her.
So then after this, I think, if I recall correctly, what happens next is that Deck, like, recognizes that the Callisk as a trophy. He recognizes Thea and Bud as his pact or something.
Yeah.
Or pack. Yeah.
He says Thea is just like, well, you've killed the Callisk deck of the Yautja, and he's like, no, not yet.
Oh yeah. He says something like that. Yeah.
In the following scene is when so basically what happens is now he says not yet, and sometime later he's back on Yautja Prime, and he lands outside of
It must be a couple months, honestly, considering the other fact that happens.
Yeah, so he lands outside the settlement, and his father comes out to greet him, and he throws Tessa's head at his feet, and he's like, the f*** is this? My trophy. I have succeeded in my hunt. And he's just like, this is pathetic. You're not a Yautja.
Last time I checked, that's not the Callisk skull.
Yeah. So that's when Deck says something to the effect of I have my own clan.
Oh yeah. He says and I love this so much. Deck has gone through such a great moment of character growth. So his dad is not having this because again, he's a head taller than him. So he's like, you're pathetic. You two, go kill him. Deck obliterates the two guards he sends after him.
He dispatches them really quickly.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Deck went on a serious training montage on Genna. Genna changed him,
Dude, Genna was a hyperbolic time chamber on top of being in Katakachan jungle. The short and sweet of it is that Deck and his father engage in Mortal Kombat, and Deck is hyper resourceful, man. He knows he's no physical match for his father, and his father also is a dick. He uses the Yautja cloak, which also has been a small point of contention in the movie. When you complete your first hunt, you get your cloak, the invisibility.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to earn. He wanted to earn the invisibility.
Yeah, so his dad uses it, but Deck turns on the ship's engines to kick up a ton of dust so that it doesn't matter, so we can see him.
Yeah.
So he outsmarts his dad, and he beats him in a fair fight. He wins. And he takes his father's head like he took his brother's head all those months ago.
No. An interesting thing about this fight that I really liked, that I was actually confused of, is that Deck is using a spear, or maybe it's his I don't know. I don't know how he got it, but he uses the spear, and it looks like he impales his dad's head. In reality, what he does is that he impales the mask and then kind of lightly scratches his head.
Yeah.
Pulls the mask off of his dad, and we get to see his dad's face. And then Deck throws down the same laser binding thing that his father trapped him in at the beginning of the movie. And his dad's like, you know what? Maybe the correct brother did survive. If you give up right now, we'll welcome you with open arms to the clan. And then,
yeah, that's when he says, "I have my own clan."
Yeah. Also, his whole fight with his dad is kind of a parallel to the fight with his brother.
Oh!
Because his dad was using the invisibility in the fight with his brother, and his brother just could not deal with it.
But Deck didn't, because he was smart.
And then out of nowhere, I don't even think Deck gets the killing blow. I think Bud, the half-grown Callisk, gets him.
Bud literally comes out of nowhere and bites his dad's head off.
Did he? I didn't remember that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Also, the reason we say it's got to be a couple months later is because Bud is now an adolescent Callisk. He's the size of 3 house dogs stacked on top of each other.
No, it's the size of a hippo at that point.
Went from shin high to as tall and thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to put this in Mass Effect, because it's now in my head now, Dom, is it kind of like a Vorcha?
I forget what Vorcha are.
Oh my god, hold on. Let me send you a picture of a Vorcha in Mass Effect. They're like these alien dog-like creatures with massive sharp teeth that a lot of mercenaries in Krogan Blood Pact use. And what I mean, these things are deadly. Oh, they are deadly. There are even some that could use biotics, if I remember it correctly.
Oh god. Dennis, it's basically think of the grown Callisk that died. It's
T-Rex
the
size.
size of it's like a T-Rex basically, and it's got sharp spikes and growing out of its back. Its fangs can literally rip through metal and when he fights it the first time, it rips through part of the Weyland Yutani thing. And so Bud at this point is about half of that size ish, but she's strong enough to kill Deck's dad. But
yeah.
The funniest thing happens afterwards. So he takes his dad's cloak and tests it out. And then we have this cool moment where Thea is just like, now I can call you Deck of the Yautja. And he's like, yeah. And we get this really cool, like, sting of, like, the main theme as it shows the title card and the movie's over. But it's not. It comes back for a hot second, and a ship flies up over the horizon. Menacing music plays. Every Yautja warrior watching the fight turns towards it in, like, fear and awe. And Deck is like, oh, no. And Thea's like, what? What's that? It's my mother.
It's mother.
His mom.
And then the movie just ends.
Also, I looked into it. I'm wrong. It's not the Vorcha, it's the Baron.
Okay.
Imagine a dog that can create a black hole to
Jesus Christ. I do not remember that from Mass Effect.
Biotics are you essentially creating or manipulating dark matter.
That's bull.
So
All right.
biotics can literally create black holes and flail you alive.
That's insane. I got two things I want to say about this.
One last thing. Turner, Steve, and I all memed this shit to hell as soon as we saw it. It's just like, it's my mother. and then they treat it as dead ass because, like, I'm sure his mom is super powerful, but like they have this like guttural like choir chanting or whatever as like the main sting that's like playing, blasting over movie speakers, mind you. So it's like it's shaking the theater. It's like epic and like huge. And, like, the movie just ends on, it's my mother. And we're all just like, ooh, 10 missed calls from mom.
Mother of the Boreal Valley.
I was about to say, this is from Elden Ring, prime consort mother.
Oh my god. You know what's crazy? Two things. One, I thought when I saw the Predator ship, there was a part of me that thought, well, Prey, Killer of Killers, and this movie were all headed by the same dude. I thought that they were implying that when the mechanic and, like, the samurai dude were escaping from Predator, Killer of Killers, I thought that was the ship that they were on. I thought it was this. I thought it was supposed to be like this awesome, like ties everything together thing. And then
that would have been really cool, actually.
I thought, like, I swear to God, I thought what was about to happen was the ship was going to land. A samurai and that mechanic dude is like, yo, you want to get the fuck out of here? And then Deck's like, fuck it. And then we had this awesome kick-ass, like, Guardians of the Galaxy thing going on. And second thing I learned, depending on which version of the lore you go by, Predator females or Yautja females are badass and taller than males. They're huge.
Hyenas.
Oh, no.
They're like the Super Saiyan of the entire race. Meanwhile, the males are the low-class warriors.
I might be wrong. Anyone who's more versed in the Predator lore, please leave a big, detailed message in our comments. I would love to read it if I'm wrong, but a version of the story I heard is that Yautja females are huge and are kind of like male lions in that they don't give a F and they don't really do anything. They're so huge they don't care, so they let the males do all the work.
At a cursory glance, yes, they are bigger, and apparently during their mating period, they're known to throw their male across the room.
Why is that bit of trivia necessary?
I don't know, man. I just Googled it.
I blanked out for a good hot minute. I need you to repeat what you just said to make sure I got it correctly. Please repeat it.
Apparently, predator females are known to throw the male across the room during their mating period.
We're done with the movie. Do you guys, let's give our reviews. Who would like to go first? Unfortunately, Dennis, I'm not sure if you can faithfully give your review because you haven't really seen it.
Give a number from 1 to 10 on how much you want to see the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an 8 out of 10 for me. This movie seems like the most accurate depiction of the jungles of Katachan I've ever heard of.
Yep, it's pretty close.
At the same time, I just want to see Deck be like, save yourself to one. I just want to see that scene.
Thea and Deck's dynamic through the whole movie is so funny.
Oh my god, I love Thea as a character. They did a great job with her.
I also want to see Tessa just get repaired and then disassembled again, like Raiden losing his arm in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
It's not necessarily like that, but she does get effed up.
No, what I'm talking about is more like the not again.
Mother, turn off my pain inhibitors.
Turn off my meme inhibitors.
I'm not sure how much of this will be in the podcast. I'll determine later when I'm sober, but like I've not been very happy with female characters in movies lately, but like K-pop Demon Hunters and even Thea in this movie is like been great examples of like well-written female characters that don't, aggravate me. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
They don't have a just very one-sided personality.
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
it's not corporate pandering where it's like, look how strong and capable the woman character is.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like they made her a character instead of a soapbox or whatever.
Like a certain show that we would not name.
Yeah.
God, there are clips that keep coming up on TikTok, and the more I see these clips, the more I'm like, shut the up.
I don't know what you're talking about. But... All right, let's move forward. Okay, who would like to do the next review?
All right, I give this movie probably a 9. I really enjoyed it. I went into it just because like Turner was like, hey, let's watch this movie, and I like the Alien Predator franchise, sure. And this was definitely my favorite one. It was funny. It had action. It had good character development. It had good plot. Delicious.
Okay, so you said, what was it, a 9?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure I have this so I can do the math later. I wonder if Drunk Me can pull that off.
You're trying to do math while we've been drinking? I am astonished.
I'll put Dennis's rating in there, too. On a scale of 1 to 10, if he wants to see the movie, he gave it an 8.
I'm already hearing the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Like, it's calling to me, and it's taking every ounce of my strength not to follow that path.
Whatever that means. I give this movie a solid "It's My Mother" out of 10, which translates to a 9-foot Dami mommy throwing your partner across the room.
This jetty.
Wait, do you want to give it a 9?
Yeah, I gave it a 9 out of 10. The movie was thoroughly enjoyable. I loved like the Marvel approach where like it was very serious, but they had plenty of room for humor, jokes, banter, the whole 9 yards. Deck as a character was great and well written, even if like the regular, it wasn't quite the hero's journey, but it was like something very similar. I forget what I can't remember what like the trope is called, but like just I can ignore that in movies. It was an enjoyable experience, a super fun watch. And I just love the ending line. I'm gonna remember that for months.
It's my mother.
It's my mother.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. I personally, and keep in mind, like Predator and Alien were one of the first things that ever scared the shit out of me as a kid. So I have like a long-standing I've been a fan of the franchise for a very, very long time. Like. The first, like, night terrors and, like, Mom, Dad, I'm scared. Can I sleep with you tonight? Like, like, have you ever been at that point in your life where you're just scared and you just want to be in the same room as your parents? Yeah, like, that happened to me. Like, it was Predator and Alien that did that to me. So, like, I've known this franchise for a very long time. And I think I'm going to give this movie an 8.5. I'm teetering on 9. I think it really depends on when you ask me. I gave Killer of Killers because I looked at our scripts. I gave it an 8 out of 10, and I think this movie is better than Killer of Killers, but that's not to say that Killer of Killers is bad. I think it's just like in terms of raw enjoyment, I think I enjoyed Badlands more than Killer of Killers, but not by a lot, but just some. I think Prey, like another movie that the same, maybe not the same. Is it the direct? I need to look into it. It's either the director or the producer, or the guy who's like in charge of the whole project. He also did Prey, and I give Prey like a 7.5 to 8, and I think Badlands is better than Prey. However, like I said, like maybe twice in this review, Prey is a different style of movie than Badlands. Badlands is more of an adventure, action, the mildest hint of horror, but with a little bit of like, mostly of a thriller, while Prey has got like elements of horror, thriller, sci-fi, action. If you're looking for a film that's modern and is more like the original Predator, go watch Prey. If you want to watch a fun action adventure that's like a definitely a different take on the Predator franchise, Badlands is amazing and I highly recommend it. I genuinely think the guy just got better with each film. Like, I think, well, maybe Prey, I'd say, might be slightly better than Killer of Killers. It really depends on how you feel about it. They're all really good. Like, all of them are on average from 7 to 9, which is great. Like, that's a great achievement if you do that. Like, yeah, it's the best movie I've seen all year. And that doesn't count, like, things I've seen that already existed. In terms of, like, movies that are new, I think Predator Badlands is, like, the best thing I've seen all year.
Yeah.
With your score, the average, including Dennis, is 8.6.
8.6. That's a good film.
Or if it's a 9, 8.7. If it's a 9 for you.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9. I wouldn't say it's the best thing I've ever seen, and I only reserve 10s, like, because our score is like 5 is average, 1 is a movie that you specifically hate, 10 is a movie that you specifically love, and so the rest of the scale is from 2 to 9, if that makes any sense.
Like how I specifically, adamantly hate Rage Again. To that movie.
We all hated Rage Again.
No, I will choose to watch any other. Give me the fights. Give me Ghidorah's, Rodan's ear-piercing screeching for 2 hours over Rage Again. Like, that movie.
What was the average again? Just to say one more time.
8.6.
8.6. That is a solid movie. Real Jumpers approve of this movie. Go see it. It's amazing.
Seal of approval. Go watch it. We're f***ing drunk. We're done.
Hell yeah. I was trying not to say badass seal of approval because that's what Angry Joe does. I mean, I am inspired a lot by him. Anyway, so if you guys enjoyed the show, I highly recommend like, comment, subscribe. Please do anything to make YouTube realize that maybe we're something worth watching, please. And if you really want to go the extra mile, go to patreon.com/realjumperspodcast. You can find, you will get early access to episodes like this. If you want to hear us say the F word uncensored then go to our podcast. You can find it there.
Go to our Patreon.
Excuse me, our Patreon, not our podcast. You can find it at our Patreon. God damn it, I'm drunk. Is there any last things you guys want to say before we end it tonight?
Drink responsibly, kids, when you're of age. And hydrate when you're doing so.
Yes.
And then if you hear pirate music like I do, follow that path. You will lead to adventure beyond your wildest dreams. Off I go!
Unless you're at Disneyland, in which case stay on the boat or you will get sued by the mouse.
That's true.
Dennis, I think that path is about to lead you to the abandoned factory down the road and you're going to become another statistic.
Oh, no. So we definitely had a lot of fun today. This is probably the first movie we've done in one part. Actually, no, I think we did Predator Killers in one part, but
the last movie we just did, it was one part.
That was one episode of a show.
Yeah.
That was Mountain Monsters.
Yeah, all right. So, long story short, listeners, if you enjoyed this format, let us know. We want feedback because we're always looking to find out like what exactly our listeners want to hear. If you enjoyed this style of loosey-goosey, we're probably going to do this more for movies that are current. Well, we're probably going to do more in-depth stuff for movies that are older. Or, I mean, if you really liked it, we might do this style for upcoming Godzilla films. Let us know in the comments below.
Guys, hang on. Breaking news. There's a new Jason Statham movie coming out.
Wait. Is it The Beekeeper 2?
No, it's called Shelter.
Damn it!
Shelter. We need to do a movie on the Beekeeper. We need to do an episode on the Beekeeper.
Beekeeper was so good.
God, it was so
listeners,
bad.
if you haven't watched The Beekeeper, go watch it. It is so good.
Oh my! All right, before we sign off, Turner, Steve, me, and one of our other buddies, when he visited a couple years ago, went and saw The Beekeeper with Jason Statham. It was like 3 o'clock on a weekday or some. So the movie theater was empty. So we spent the whole movie just ragging on it, making fun of it. And then we turned around at the very end of the movie and there was one singular dude sitting behind us. And we were like, oh, were we being dicks the whole time?
But they definitely were not there at the beginning.
Yeah, he wasn't. I think it was just the projector operator. But like, we all were just like, oh,
No, we were loud. We were obnoxious. We didn't think we had anyone in the theater, so we had raw, uncut live commentary of the movie while we were watching it. And I was only able to do that once in my life before that, when I went to go see Pacific Rim with my buddy back in high school. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to censor that name because I didn't get his permission. But I saw Pacific Rim with him by ourselves in the theater because we were at like midnight and no one was there. That was amazing. I loved being able to just say whatever I wanted in a movie theater. Like, God, I had so much fun watching The Beekeeper with you guys. Go follow us at patreon.com/RealJumpersPodcast. We also have an Instagram. We might make a Facebook page soon. I don't know. And follow us on YouTube or any other podcast platform that you like. We've analyzed the data. We've dissected the plot and got drunk as hell. And we've emerged victorious. Remember to please like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast and join us next time for another sci-fi adventure. This has been Real Jumpers signing off.
Thank you all. Love you all. Bye.
Captain,
Goodbye, everybody.
Captain Jack, here I go.